Good morning, it's me, Helena, and today we're gonna do kind of like a laid back tutorial. I really don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I am going to film me doing my makeup. So this makes my head look really small. If it's not, mess up. There we go. Okay, so first we're gonna start off with primer. Yes, my skin's looking bad. I just was like picking it, so, but it'll go away in a minute. So I'm gonna take the Smashbox primerizer, as we do like always. Just go ahead and work that in the skin. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the Photo Finish primer from Smashbox as well. It's going everywhere. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my sponge and kind of blend that in just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with foundation, and for foundation I've been using something a little different. I've been mixing the Milani 2-in-1 and the Maybelline Fit Me matte and poreless. So mixing these two. This one's too dark and this one's a little bit too light, so I'm just taking about a pump of the Milani one like this, and then I'm just gonna go on my face like that and just kind of spread it all out. Because this one does have some good coverage as well. I'm gonna grab too much of this. Yeah, I grabbed like so much of this. I'm gonna shake Maybelline Fit Me. This is in shade 102. Normally shade like 110 or 112, about 110. And then just blend this out with it. And this has been keeping my foundation on like all day long, because this one is like matte. The other thing, like, I hate about this one is it doesn't have a pump. It's the only bad thing. Okay, I'm gonna blend the rest of this out and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna take the High Beam from Benefit, just add a little bit up here, into my cheekbones and my nose. Go ahead and blend that out, just to give a little bit of an extra glow to the skin. I'm gonna go in with my cream bronzer, and for that, you know, I'm gonna use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in shade 30. Just go ahead and cream bronze. Go ahead and blend this out. Okay, and then I'm gonna conceal with my Maybelline Fit Me in shade 5, just under the eyes, especially in the inner corners, because my eyes get so dark there. and on the eyelids. And then around my nose. And on the chin. And then a little bit on the forehead. And then around my eyebrows, it misses some coverage. And then right on this like monster right here. And we're gonna blend that back and I'll be right back. Or blend that out and be right back. Okay, we're back and we're gonna set the concealer under our eyes with our Maybelline Fit Me powder and our sponge. We're gonna blend under our eyes to get any creases out, and we're just gonna dip into the powder and set it down around our nose and on our nose, and then especially on the chin. And then forehead. And then also over any blemish, because it like reduces the appearance of it. And then now we're gonna go in with a fluffy brush and set the rest of it, and I'll be right back to do bronzer. Okay, I am back and we're gonna do a bronzer, and for that I'm gonna take the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula and the Park Avenue Princess Bronzer, and I like to mix those two together. It just makes it like really cute. Like really cute now. My nice and bronzed. And yeah. So first I pat on the bronzer, like that, and then I kind of work it in with small circular motions, and I've been liking to bring it on the cheeks just to make it really nice and sun-kissed, just like that. And then I'm going to put some on my nose, then the sides of my nose, and then the forehead we're just going to put on a little bit because we already have that cream bronzer up there. So this is just going to kind of set the area. Even though we've already set it with powder, but it's just going to kind of re-amplify it, re-intensify, make sure it looks really nice and bronzed. So this is kind of what we're looking at. I'm going to go ahead and dust off a little bit from this side. We're going to go ahead and contour, and for that, we're going to use the Tarte Pro Glow Palette in the shade Sculpt, just this shade right here. And we're going to take this little bitty half of a brush, get some powder on there, and just carve it out. Like that. Yes. A little on the nose, and then I just take whatever's left and brush it up against the hairline. Now I'm going to carve out the cheekbones. I'm going to take some powder on my sponge and really run it along the bottoms of my cheeks. And then a little bit on the sides of my nose. Just to make sure everything's nice and snatched. Okay, so now we're gonna do highlighter. So we're gonna take the Soph Makeup or Revolution. I keep wanting to say Makeup Revolution. We're gonna take this palette and take this shade here, a little bit of this one, and then that one. I kind of just mix those three together, just a little bit, and go ahead and pop it on first. And we're going to take this and we're going to go ahead and highlight our décolletage area. So I'm going to take this middle shade here and then this one, and then puff out my neck area just to really get the high points. And then now we're going to do some blush, and I like to wear peach blush when I wear green, just because I think it makes it just pop more. So for that, I'm going to take Harmony by Tarte and my blush brush It's in my holder too. Let me grab it real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna take the blush just right here. On top of it, it's a highlighter and bubbly. I'm not sure where it's from because the top of it broke off, but I'll do a little swatch for you.
Sis, I'm not gonna say it again. Move your clothes!
Jack, I'm literally filming right now. Glow to the cheeks. Like that. See? Very pretty. So now we're gonna brush off the bake that we have underneath our cheeks and on our nose, and then we're gonna spray our face with our Mario Badescu spray. And we're gonna go in with more highlighter, and if you can guess what highlighter we're gonna go in with, like, you know me, Alpha Nikki Tutorials, like literally the best highlighter ever, and we're just going to really highlight with this. And I like to smile and put it right here, so when we smile, you can see the highlighter. It's nice and cute. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do lipstick, and then we'll do brows off camera. So for lipstick, I'm gonna take Tarte Exposed. First, I have a little bit of chapstick on just to keep my lips a little bit hydrated, because it's been kind of dry lately. So first we're gonna take Tarte Exposed, and I'm just gonna put that on there first. A little bit of Tarte lip paint in Salty. This is Salty, and I'm just gonna add that kind of in the middle, just to add a little bit of more of a peachier look. Really cute. So now I'm gonna do brows off camera, and I'll be right back to do the eyes. Okay, so now that the brows are done, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our eyes, and for that I'm gonna be using a few different palettes today. I'm using the James Charles Morphe palette and the Julius Place palette, the Zulu palette, sorry. And the first shade I'm gonna jump into is this shade right here. It's just warm brown. I'm just gonna go ahead and pack that into the crease. Just do a nice transition shade. Just right in there. It doesn't focus. I'm so sorry. Okay, adding a little bit more. I'm gonna be doing a halo eye today because I haven't done a halo eye in a little bit. So I'm gonna be doing like a really nice warm smoky halo eye. And I'm also gonna go ahead and check this shade underneath my lower lash line, just so we can go ahead and build the colors up there too. Okay, and then the next shade is I'm gonna be taking oh my god, I just dug my nail into the purple, into the James Charles palette, like a huge dent. That's great. Really great. That hurt my nail more than anything. Ow. It's already broken. I'm going to be taking this nice warm brown shade right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and packing that into the outer corner here and the inner corner. The shade's so pretty. I'm going to go ahead and blend it out with the yellow in the Juvia's Place palette, this one right here, just to like blend it out a little bit more. Blend out those edges. And I'm going to take that warm brown and go and put that underneath my lash line too. Okay, and then I'm going to finish off the look using the rest of the shades from the James Charles palette. And I'm going to go into this shade mixed in with this shade right here. This one's called No Beans, I'm not sure. I think this one's probably maybe 10% off. Something like that. And just deepen up the corners right there. On both sides, because I'm using a smaller brush for the inner section. It's really detailed. So I'm going to use a more detailed brush for the inner portion for those two shades, just right in there, and then connect them. And then I'm going to take what's left on this brush, run that underneath my lash line. Now I'm going to go in with a gold. I'm going to go with this one. It's the second shade in the palette. Edges out. Okay, and then I'm going to add the Ofra highlighter to the inner corners and brow bone. And then I'm going to do just a strip of black eyeliner really quick. Just like a little strip. Do my lashes off camera, and I'll be right back with the completed look. Alrighty guys, so here's the completed look. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and stay tuned. Thanks. Have a great day.